Jackie, welcome to the show. What was the last movie? What was the last movie you went to watch? You actually physically went to the movies and watched it.
You're going to laugh, okay?
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah, you will. The latest Minions movie. I'm a big fan of Minions.
Oh, yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah, they are funny.
And they are really funny, and I've got Minions all over my I've got Minion figurines, and everyone thinks I'm completely nutty, but they're quite pointed and they're quite funny. And when I actually went to the movie theatre to watch it, and I would have been the only person 60 plus in a theatre full of kids, young kids. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll go back and see it again.
Yes, but as you say, that's the classic sort of Toy Story, Pixar type movie, isn't it? They started this.
Yeah, and I love Toy Story too.
Yeah, that was a great. Yeah,
directed at kids, but if you're an adult, there's enough going on there to make you laugh when no one else is laughing in the movie theatre.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Listen, I'm a great Toy Story fan. I think the Pixar a lot. And boy, they come up with some very funny shorts too, Pixar, at the time as well.
Oh, they do. And you know what? We all need a bit of a laugh. And
we do. Yeah,
and I saw this meme on Facebook a couple of weeks ago that had a big blown-up minion that had obviously blown off some fair or something, and it was crossing the road, and the meme said, "No one's going to believe that you couldn't get to work because a minion blocked your road." So it was very cute.
Very good. No, so you're not going to go and see the latest Alien movie then?
Oh, look, I might. I'm a big, like you said, I'm a big fan of Alien. And so I've seen all the Alien movies. Then
really? You've seen them all?
Yeah.
I gave up after the second one. But then I was seduced back to go and see Prometheus. That was very disappointing.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. And then I went and got on and watched all the Alien versus Predator movies, which were great.
God. You'd be a good date.
Yeah, and I've read the reviews of the current one, which, so I'm not sure I'll go. Because basically it said, more of the same. So do I really need to go to that? But I did like the Alien Predator one. That was pretty cool.
The original Predator was brilliant too. That was with Arnold Schwarzenegger, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think. But even the concept of it, I think, is pretty cool. So, yeah, and I'm a big Star Wars fan as well. And I remember when my son was, 6 or 7, and they had the prequels coming out. And so I made my son sit through all the first 3 because I didn't realise they were prequels that were coming out. So I said, well, you need to watch all these so you can get an understanding of what the things were like. And then so I dragged him off to the first prequel and then realised, in fact, that I hadn't had to subject him to the first 3.
No.
Anyway, I love Star Wars. Yeah, probably won't go and see the new Alien movie.
But the interesting thing is, as I observed though, I mean, it's funny you should say that because Star Wars is now, I think, a sort of a TV series, or what they call Netflix series or something like that.
Yeah. We've
got the second series here, although they left New Zealand under a bit of umbrage, I have to say, of Lord of the Rings. So there's a Lord of the Rings streaming episodes now. They made the first one in Queenstown. I don't know why, but they made the second one in Czechoslovakia or somewhere like that or something. But and here we are talking about these movies. They're Minions 4, Josh is off to go and see Avengers 27, all that sort of stuff. The reality is that Hollywood doesn't seem to come up with anything new these days, does it? Have we told all the stories?
Well, it's interesting, I kind of thought it was unusual that Hollywood got into all the Marvel comics. I grew up with comics, the booklets.
Yeah.
There seems to be a bit of lack of creativity. Even I think there's a new movie with Liam Neeson and a horror movie coming out with Hugh Grant that I've seen, promoted. I don't know. The great things in life: lust, greed, envy, hate. I guess that's the human condition in one form or another.
Gladiator 2 is coming out. for example.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
See what I mean?
Russell will have to lose a bit of weight.
No, I don't think he's in it. I think this is somebody else in it. But yeah.
Right.
Anyhow, that was the controversy, by the way, about Alien. The new movie's called Alien Romulus, and Ian Holm, who I think was in the original Hobbit, wasn't he the original Gandalf? Not Gandalf, the original Frodo. Was it Frodo? No, who's the original? Bilbo Baggins. He was the original Hobbit and Bilbo. Anyhow, he died. That's the actor Ian Holm, and they've reproduced him using AI.
Wow.
I know. So they used him from the first Alien way back in the 70s. Well, it came out about 1979. And they've taken those images, used AI, and ta-da, Ian Holmes is on your television, on your film screen at your local theatre.
Well, isn't that...
But he's been dead for 2 or 3 years. He'd be a bit smelly.
Yeah, the interesting thing around that for me is who owns that... Who owns
the copyright?
Who owns his digital self, and is his family or estate being paid for that use?
I can answer the question that, as I understand, the estate or the family has said okay.
Yeah, but my different question is: are they being paid like a normal actor would be paid? And what rights does this virtual Ian Holm have?
Good question. We'll have to get Ridley Scott on the show next week and answer all these questions. Jack, I was just talking. We've got this fascinating murder case. You've probably even heard of it. I imagine this would make the Australians sit up. It's called the Polkinghorne murder. The alleged murder.
Yes. Yeah.
An eye surgeon in his early 70s with a penchant for methamphetamine and prostitutes, and rather high-class prostitutes, I might add, is alleged to have murdered his wife. Her body was discovered with ropes around her neck, and the defence was that she had hung herself, and that in actual fact it wasn't murder but suicide. So, and as you can imagine, it's got sex, drugs, money, and a murder mystery all contained in one, and it is the cause celeb of New Zealand's media at the moment. You have something similar, but there's no dead bodies yet, and that is this defamation case involving a former Liberal cabinet minister and Brittany Higgins. Is that right? It's still ongoing.
Oh, and on it goes. We've talked about this several times. So yes, the latest iteration that I think we mentioned earlier was that the minister that was at the centre of it has taken out. I'm just looking it up now. I
know it's gone. It's completely on my mind.
I know. Same here. Anyway, she Reynolds. She launched a defamation case against both Higgins and Shiraz because she said that they've defamed her, and basically she...
just to explain who Shiraz is, who's David Shiraz?
Okay, David Shiraz was a political staffer for another federal minister who wasn't with Brittany Higgins at the time of the rape, but hooked up with her sometime afterwards. Later has got engaged, then got married, and they're about to have a baby. But he came on the scene after the alleged rape, and looking from the outside, and some have said, and I probably also said that I'm sure that he has had a lot to do behind the scenes around the whole thing. And anyway, so Senator Reynolds has launched a defamation case against both Shiraz and Higgins, saying that they're in their social media and other media, they basically said that she was at fault, that she was part of a conspiracy to hide it. And as a result of that, she suffered, public opprobrium. She had health issues and ended up retiring as a senator. So basically, it ruined her political career. She's taken them. She launched a defamation case, That's now, it's been going on in Perth for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Brittany Higgins was due to take the stand this week in typical Brittany style. The day, the Friday before she was due to thing, her lawyer said, she's not well enough, she won't be coming. Which she did on other occasions and other cases, because she's in France at the moment, and her lawyer said, her health is not good enough for her to attend.